Well, I'm back and I have to find my cup of coffee here. I actually have notes this time. Gonna go over a few things here and maybe I will integrate some of the changes that I'm trying to make and see how it goes. So, this is going to be a couple parts. One, I'm gonna add the second part of the Lego Mandolorian build. Although it's going to jump right into it because I lost video, which kind of gets to some of the changes that I'm making. And part of my process here is I want to document for myself how this goes and how YouTube and video and all of this like changes over time. But at the same time, I want it to be a sort of learning experience for others, and maybe you can go along with this with me. It's kind of an interesting ride. So, on that note, Lego Mandalorian Part 2, it's me building Legos. It's a video series that I'm doing really just so I have some more longer form content that'll allow me to learn more editing, learn how to film better, learn how to release it better, everything. Basically just the production of videos. So it's not necessarily down the wheelhouse of the stuff that I always do or normally do. It's something different that will allow me to sort of branch out and expand and learn. So, what I've learned in this note is a couple things, well, several things. One, managing media files, especially from multiple cameras and going through OBS, that the files that are generated, figuring out what they are and how to manage them is really kind of a colossal pain, as I figured out. OBS spits out files that are basically imprinted with date and timestamps, and they don't really tell you what they are. So on that note, one of the things I've seen is at the beginning, in the thumbnail on Mac OS or Windows, has kind of the first frame of the video. So on that note, what I do is when I start these videos on my overhead camera, I have this going on them. And as you can see, this is like my version of the clapboard, whatever you call it. I'm calling it kind of a scene board at this point, and it lets me know what this video file is. So when I see it on disk, I can expand the thumbnail and figure out what am I looking at, because I have now watched multiple videos that I've recorded all the way through just to remember what I was doing. You know what? And you also notice that this view is actually straight now. And I have a couple of other changes I've done on views here. There it is with kind of this view. And I've shortened, I made this a little bit smaller, as you can see. Let's see right here. Like this is a little bit smaller. Doesn't take up so much room. And I've moved it to this side of the screen, because the other side of the screen usually has other stuff and probably like a watermark and some YouTube, like the minute marker and that sort of stuff over there. I might move this up. I don't know. We'll see how time goes on. But point being, this overhead is basically my little reminder on what this video is. So, better file management. That's the other one. So what I've learned is when you're done recording these things, take that file that OBS spits out on disk, and on Mac hit enter and rename the file right there to what it actually is. So it's like the thing, the scene number probably, and just some other stuff. I didn't quite figure it out exactly, but I'm renaming them now so I know what they are. And ideally, you'd move them over into a folder for this project too. The board, as I just showed, that's another one that I'm going to try and see how that works. The other one is sitting in front of me right now are basically notes taped to the stand that this camera's on. I'm trying not to ramble so much. Eventually, I know I need to start writing scripts for these things. I'm not there yet. I'm still kind of doing stream of consciousness sort of things, but these notes help me stay on basic target. Other changes. The overhead camera, as I kind of mentioned, it's now straight. I finally found a little angle thing to align it so it's not so crooked. Oh, the other one, editing software. Seeing my notes came in handy. I was using OpenShot to do editing with. And on the Mac, and here's another change. I need to learn to pause in these cases because I know I'm going to do a cut with this. When I make mistakes, I need to pause in between because my cuts were really running in between each other, and I wasn't allowing any like lead in and lead out time. In the audio world, we had tape lead in and tape out that you could, bring in and bring out the audio. I guess video, it appears, has something similar with tape lead in and tape lead out. On the editing, I was using OpenShot, and as I mentioned before, I switched back to a Mac recently on this from my PC having problems. And OpenShot was working pretty good on Windows 10, at least enough that I could kind of get stuff done outside of the Windows problems. But when I switched over to the Mac, then I installed it. It didn't work. It would just kind of bounce there and wouldn't actually launch. Went digging around on the forums and other places. OpenShot is open source software. And they said that the download version from the site was having issues and to download the nightly build. So I did download the nightly build and it launched. Okay, great, cool. Dropped some video in there, some video files with audio, and the video was playing, but the audio was playing like at twice the speed of the video, and it wasn't lined up. I tried playing the same files outside of OBS and they were fine. Tried to record some stuff in OBS fresh and put it in, and again. So something wrong with their nightly builds. That was the point where I decided, you know what? I need to try something else, and I keep reading about DaVinci Resolve. So went and downloaded DaVinci Resolve 18. I guess we could probably debate whether I should be running 18 or 17. Most of the tutorials I see are for 17. But slapped it on, fired it up, and then proceeded to take like 7 days and just watch nothing but YouTube videos on how to use DaVinci Resolve. So the Lego Mandolorian Part 1 build was my first one that I did using DaVinci Resolve. I'm learning little by little. I finally figured out how to make thumbnails in Inkscape. I normalized the volume. So little by little, I'm hoping these videos will get better. Trying to think other changes. That's about it. I am going to try to keep these at about 15 minutes for time total. That's my objective. So I will be cutting and editing them down. I'm trying to experiment with the fast forward part too, so you can get a fast forward time frame. Might experiment with some overdub audio of me talking. I'd like to start trying to figure out how to do some text on the screen and just sort of get other things involved in the editing process. But it's going to take time, and I'm trying to introduce like one thing at a time that I'm learning little by little. That leads to I have a long list of projects that I would like to start doing and recording, publishing, posting, commenting on. I got a ton of ideas, but I'm still learning all the technology involved here. Yeah, I mean, all the stuff around me. I should probably do an update, but this place is an actual disaster right now. There's I guess, 10 at a time, 10 projects going, 10 things. Oh, well. Oh, the one I was going to mention, and this kind of gets back to the lost video parts and file management. I recorded this intro last night. I recorded this, but I actually forgot the microphone and forgot to turn it on, and I have every other audio source muted, so just this lavalier microphone works. And I recorded a 10-minute intro, and I had absolutely no audio. So here I am again. More to come. Hopefully this actually works and sounds better and looks better a little bit than the one that I produced last night. And with that, I'll let you go. And I have to say, like and subscribe. If you like this content, like it. If you don't, okay, don't. A lot of this is just for me, and I'm curious to see how these things look when I come back here. With that, off to build Legos. And son of a bitch, I found it. It's this white one. It was literally right in front of me being camouflaged by this. So now that I was upset, I thought I was missing. Let's get back to this. So I got that part and that part. Where do we put that? We put that on that side. We do another one. And we put it on that side. And then we need a 1x8 up here, like that. Now let's go to number 46. This is sometimes where they kind of put in weird stuff. You're not quite sure where they go. So that goes there, obviously. And we got that there, and that there. Okay. We got a 4 here. And then that. And then that. There we go. I wonder if I can get this any closer, if it'll actually work. Let's see. Let's see if it gets, like, curious if it gets in the way. All right, 47. Turn the page to 48. What do we got? We got this. It goes here. And then this and this. Look one there, and then that there, and that there. Another black one. That there. That there. I think we're starting to get part of the helmet now. Yeah, looks like it's silver now. So there's what we got so far. And that gets us up to 51. And I almost forgot a couple pieces. Are they silver? No. It's these gray ones. Almost forgot. 2 of them. 2. All right. Number 52. All right, we got this. Then we got this. Then we got that. And we got those 2 little pieces there. All right, and that goes on the front here. Oh, cool. All right, so now we can take this piece. Is this the front? Kind of looks like front, doesn't it? Goes right here. There we go. The first bit on the front. Wow. This is intense. This is probably one of the more intense Lego sets I've ever built. Oh, wow. What do we got? We got 2 of these. Goes all the way to the front like that. Nope, one too many. Like that. And like that. We got that one. And that one. Turn it that way. And that would be... Man, this thing is intense to build, isn't it? It really is. Alright, I got 2 of the 1x3, so I got that part. Alright, there. So there's what I got so far. There's a lot of pieces in each bag. Dude, this thing is intense. Seriously, this is like one of the more intense Lego sets I've ever built. I gotta admit, this is pretty damn cool. It goes underneath like that. Oops. All right, that goes in there. All right, that goes there. Turn that over. That goes there. That goes there. All right, got that. 2 of these. One there. On the edge there. All right, then we got next one up. Next one up. And this goes all the way forward. Oh, I love the way they interlock these things together. Yeah, we're getting some cool colors now. We're getting silver. There we go. Yeah, okay. It goes front, it goes front. Alright, now we got this thing again. Wow, this is solid. Holy cow. Well, there we go. There's the start of the top. This is going to be heavy. Wow. Damn. Oh, I got more going here. Oh, there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, this is one of those points where I like to look against the model and make sure in instructions that things look the same. You know, I've got these 2 little parts right here, right there. I've got like 4 there. I got the 2 reds. This is that chance to sort of spot check that makes sure it's like all your previous steps still look good. And like, look at the way these are facing out, and you can look at the back there and they look right. So everything I see, I just added these 2 pieces on top. So far everything looks okay. With this many Legos, you really got to validate pretty much everything as you go. Make sure you're not screwing up. There we go. One of those. All right, little silver pieces. And what do we got? It goes all the way there. There. So it's like the entire part of the top going over. And 2 3s, flat. And that. 3. And then one of those little L's. It's like Tetris at this point. Do I have to make 2 of these? Yeah. So I'm going to make 2 of them. 3 3 3. Oh man, there it is. Ew, I built this one wrong. Well, let's try this whole thing now. Ooh, it works. Wow, those have gotten better. I'm going to try that again. Holy crap. It works. These used to be really crappy. I'm going to have to remember that. Wow, what did they change? They used to never pull stuff off like this. Well, that's going in the toolbox. Okay, where do these bad boys go? Up back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I've noticed an issue with my top. Uh-oh. What did I do wrong there? Oops. Nope, I don't want that all the way off there. Yep, I had a 2 instead of a 3 on one side. Glad I caught that. There, alright, that's better. Now those 2 can go back on. That can go back. Was that way? Nope, it goes that way. There, now those go like that. Like that. Okay, that's better. Man, glad I caught that. Little tiny thing. Like right up in here, one little part was off. It's because I had a 2 instead of a 3. Alright. Saved. See, it's easy. It's that easy to make a mistake. If you're not looking careful, not paying attention, you're done. And boom, one piece. And I got to back up. Okay. Built up. Looks good. In the front. Covering the red. Oh, that sound. That little click. Don't you just love that? Alright, there's one side with the 4 going up. Oh, that's a whole side. Ooh. Did I do that twice? Yeah, I gotta do the whole thing twice. Let's go back up. It's okay. This piece was easier to do. Right in the middle. Oops. Ah, I got take that off. This is how easy it is. Get all cocky and you screw it up. And here's the other side. Well, there's the top of the helmet. This thing is heavy. I'll bring it up close. There it is so far. Really pretty cool. Man, this is sturdy. Like, that's not going anywhere. I got those 2 sides on. Well, I got some leftover pieces, as usual. And that's bag number 3. So we'll call it there for part 2 done. See you later.